Today I'll be looking at the 90, 60 and 30mm macro lenses from OMSYSTEM to help you decide which one is best for your macro photography. Hello, I'm David and welcome to this lens comparison video. So to start off with, the 90mm can go to a whopping 2:1 magnification ratio before you add things like a teleconverter. The 60mm can go to 1:1 reproduction and the 30mm can go to 1.25:1 magnification. Now let's take a look at how that translates into actual images without cropping. So as you can see, the 90mm lets you get incredibly close to the subject whilst magnifying at that huge 2:1 magnification ratio. And adding the MC22x digital teleconverter will turn that into a whopping 4:1 reproduction ratio. That's 8:1 if we're talking about 35mm terms. And next, we've got the 60mm macro with a reproduction value of 1:1 at similar working distances. And then of course, we have the 30mm macro, which is much better suited to things like textures due to its super close working distance. So let's take a closer look at the working distances for each of these lenses so that we can decide what subjects each one is better for. So we all know that the 90mm has a longer telephoto reach for getting close-ups of subjects that are further away. But if you want to achieve that fantastic 2:1 magnification ratio, you'll need to be at a working distance of around 93mm from your subject. By comparison, the 60mm now set to 1:1 has a working distance of 82mm. Now the reason why the 30mm macro is better suited to textures is because of that incredibly close working distance, which is around only 10mm from the front element of the lens. This means that you can be right on top of your subject, but you'll probably need extra light from perhaps an LED or a flash such as the STF8 twin head macro flash. Now let's talk about aperture and the depth of field results that we can get from these lenses. The fastest lens in this selection is the 60mm at f2.8, whilst the other two are f3.5 lenses. So great for light gathering all round, and as we know with macro lenses in terms of depth of field and bokeh, the closer you are to a subject, the more magnification you have, and the longer your focal length, the narrower that depth of field will be. So sometimes you might need to stack some images together to get a greater depth of field. And of course it's really important to note that all three of these lenses are compatible with focus stacking on the OMD and OMSYSTEM cameras and focus bracketing. And finally, let's talk about handling and portability. As with all OMSYSTEM lenses, the portability is much greater due to the Micro Four Thirds sensor and mount. With the 30mm M Zuiko f3.5 lens coming in the lightest at 128 grams, followed by the 60mm M Zuiko f2.8 at 185 grams. Then of course the 90mm M Zuiko Pro f3.5 lens at a surprisingly light 453 grams for its size. And of course, don't forget, when combined with a weather-sealed body, both the 60mm macro and 90mm Pro macro lenses are weather-sealed as well. So let's summarize these three lenses. You'll want the 90mm Pro macro lens if magnification and working distance are key for you. The 60mm macro lens if you need a balance of magnification and portability. And the 30mm lens if you want simple, ease of use and high portability in your bag. Well, now I'm going to leave you with some fabulous macro images from our great ambassadors, but thanks very much for watching and I'll see you again on another video soon.